Hi there, I'm Shubi, and it feels weird to do a kind of channel update of sorts. However, I really want to just quickly put something out here. But I haven't uploaded since the 29th of January. We are now in March, which means I haven't posted in over a month. Now, the reason for that is purely one thing. Bebop doesn't really feel fun right now. And I feel as though, because of the videos I make, I should keep making Bebop content, because that's what the people that have already founded my channel are here for, and it's what I would expect will do well because of that, and so people would find me for more Bebop content, and the perpetual cycle begins. Now, I really don't want to do that. I've said on like a community post where I want to make some content around Graves, and then I've ended up just not really playing the character that much. But I do really want to make content on some other Deadlock characters, and just potentially other games in general. I've also started looking at making music, specifically breakcore, if that's a thing that you may be interested in. I'm probably going to put like my current work in progress like in the very background of this a little bit, so I don't know, maybe if you like that, then fuck it, stick around, I guess. But I want to very quickly just talk about why Bebop doesn't really feel that fun right now, and that's purely two things. His current gameplay loop because of an uppercut change, and his awkwardness because of a bomb change. I don't necessarily know if it's his best way to be played right now, but it is definitely his most popular, in which it is a tank build, which I believe Jonas made. I could be wrong on that, and obviously I don't dislike Jonas, duh. But the gameplay loop consisting of getting Witchmail and things like Lifestrike, Radiant Regen and stuff like that, and just out-sustaining people to ungodly amounts, even with them having anti-heal, just isn't very fun. Especially with the fact that because the build and the loop requires you to only really use two abilities, you can just constantly guarantee you'll hit them with Witchmail, because the third one that you do use gets reset from uppercut being maxed, and you max it anyways because you want the HP regen. Why did I say regen like that? Which doesn't feel fun. It doesn't really feel fun to play against either. The constant CC chain is just really boring, in both senses, in my opinion. And it's really funny because one of my favorite ways to play Bebop arguably is really good right now because of the same uppercut change, which is melee, especially now with some Hunter's Aura changes and stuff like that. But it feels kind of awkward and strange to play. And the reason it feels awkward is for the second change, the removal of self-cast. See, self-cast is such a pivotal Bebop thing that it feels insanely bad when it's not available. Being able to self-cast when people are in bomb range but not attach range is a thing that is good to be able to like recognize. Being able to self-bomb to get bombs off really quickly when they're about to die is also good. Obviously, you can hate, say, leap builds and speed bop all you want, but a lot of the skill ceiling from those builds comes from bomb timing and being able to position around the map and stuff like that. And, well, speed bop is just not playable because you can't, like, attach bombs to yourself to rotate around the map and things like that. And it feels terrible. I really do wish that they did just two things to the character right now, in that being toning down the amount of HP gained off of uppercut. I know it scales, I believe, with missing health, but it just feels really unfun. Especially with Bebop's health scaling, especially with access to items like Colossus and just Green Invest in general. It's an insane amount of healing to be able to get from one ability, not including things like Radiant Regen, not including things like Mystic Reverb and bomb damage, not including things like Life Strike and stuff like that, right? So, yeah, I don't really like the character right now. I still love the character, just not to really play. I don't really care playing against them, but I just really wish that they toned down the healing to kind of decentivize always playing that kind of build, and brought back self-cast. because then that immediately will open up his build diversity so much more straight away. Even if you don't play bomb builds, like, you can still use self-cast on bomb to proc things such as Surge of Power, such as Quicksilver Reload and Merc Mag, things like that, right? So it feels bad without it, basically, and that's kind of all I have to say about it. Everything else right now about Deadlock feels really great, in all honesty. Obviously, there's one or two small details where I'm like, yeah, I kind of wish these like items or abilities were toned down or buffed a little bit. But overall, there's nothing I really hate. I'll try and get back into like posting actual videos at some point soon. You know, here actually just full matches and stuff like that, or Street Brawl, or music I make, or just any other project sort of things that I work on, because I'm trying to just expand and make as much as I can, because I don't work that much and I need more things to do in my free time than just play video games. At least if I'm not gonna, you know, record them and stuff and kind of work on them that way. But anyways, I hope you all have a fantastic day, night, evening, or whatever time it may be for you. I have been Shubi, and I am just a Shubil.